talked about it.
We've been running a no-huddle for a long period of time now, and it would seem that their coaches would know that this is what got us here right now in the championship game, so they should have prepared for it.
I felt we were prepared. I felt we had good sessions. I felt we were mentally prepared to play the game, but you still got to come out and play. We just didn't do that today. We didn't play well enough to win the football game.
I thought I could throw the ball very well today. It's just one of those things where I tried to force some things. I didn't make some good throws here or there. Plus, they made some good plays here and there, and it just snowballed.
Teams get their chance, but 20 years down the road, they're not going to know who was. They'll say, "Oh, Buffalo was in it," but they're going to know who won it. So our goal is to win it, not just to show up.
I don't know how right now we could be as modest as we're going to be, but we really have to win the Super Bowl. That's the final goal.
2 playoff games, 95 points, 995 yards in total offense. I don't care if you like the Bills. I don't even care if you like football, Tom. If you follow sports, what you're seeing in this team right now are athletes reaching the pinnacle. They're reaching as far as their goals and their abilities can, and that's got to get you excited. They certainly are in Buffalo.
Chris, I don't know when I've seen an offense play better than the Buffalo Bills. You look at this team both running the ball and passing the ball. I think everything is initiated by the offensive line. We saw the numbers in the highlights. Thurman Thomas, 170 total yards at halftime. Jim Kelly throwing for almost 250 yards by halftime. And I don't know if this team can be stopped playing at the level that they're playing at now.
You know what it is, Tommy? The offense is arrogant in the way they go out and they do their business, but not in the way they deport themselves. Last year, they're a little more arrogant up here. This year, they're channeling that arrogance on the field, and you're seeing the result. Plus, their defense, with so many excellent players, finally put one together, only giving up the 3.
And one of those excellent players who I think never receives the recognition that he deserves, Darryl Talley. If you watch him play football and you don't recognize the fact that he's one of the best linebackers in this game, well, I know one of the teams that play next week, the Giants, will certainly know where he is when they snap the football.
They will have to know where he is. And the Raiders, hey, they got beaten very badly today, 51-3. But this was a team that hadn't been in the playoffs since '85. This was a proud team that made it to the Final Four. They made a large move this year. They should be proud of the job they did. They were just playing in Buffalo, where the Bills were 10-0 this season. Enough on the rest of the day in sports, and believe it or not, there were some other things to talk about. But let's cut right to the chafe. New York, New York. Would they be singing that song a la Frank Sinatra for the Giants? This is how we start a game day. Or would they be singing Fool for the City by Foghat in honor of the guys in upstate New York who come from the smaller town of Buffalo? It was the closest Super Bowl ever. It was very possibly the best Super Bowl game ever. The silver anniversary Super Bowl at Tampa Stadium came out sterling silver. No question about it. And it all got set at the Big Sombrero, Tampa Stadium, hosting its second Super Bowl. What a scene before the game. The flags, the Jets, the national anthem, a great show. And fittingly, 2 teams who wear red, white, and blue. The Bills and the Giants faced off. Bills got the kick, but Marv Levy's team went 1, 2, 3 and out. Bill Parcells' Giants looking much more polished at the beginning of the game than the Bills. Jeff Hostetler finds Howard Cross on the play fake. Hostetler showing some paws to Mark Ingram for a first down. The Hoss and the Giants moving on their first possession. Phil Simms looking on from the sidelines. An 11-play, 58-yard drive results. Last week's hero, Matt Barr, early hero today, 28-yard field goal, 3-0 G-Man. Jim Kelly and the Bills come back, though, as you know, they do it quickly. Kelly goes deep to James Lofton, has the step, and Perry Williams tips the ball. But look at Lofton. Everson Walls saves a touchdown right there, but it goes down to the 7 and the hurry-up offense work.
Perry Williams here gets caught in single coverage. He tries. He does tip the ball away, and that tip, combined with the Walls tackle, saves a touchdown.
It did, and it ended up in a Scott Norwood field goal, 23 yards, 3-3 after 1. Joe, the Bills wanted to rattle the Hoss today.
They did. They really wanted to. When I watch the screen here, it comes from Kirby Jackson on the outside. You see the corner blitz? He and Cornelius Bennett nail him. Now, it's important to remember that Hostetler kept his confidence after that.
That's right, because he really had to keep his confidence after Dr. Sack. Leon Easter Seals nails Hostetler. Looked for a while, the Hoss wouldn't get up. Leonard Marshall knocked Montana out last week, took 3 steps, a blatant roughing the passer call against Jim Kelly. Kelly gets the Bills going on another drive, hitting his favorite receiver, Andre Reed. But watch what happens to Reed. Nailed by Mark Collins. He would remember that hit all game long. 2 plays later, Kelly to Thurman Thomas, who was marvelous. Finally, he is thrown down by Carl Banks, had to leave the game for one play. Later, Kelly to Reed on the crossing pattern. The no-huddle Bills pick up another first down. Then he checks off to the tight end, Keith McKellar, in the flat. Bulls inside the 10-yard line. Bill Parcells' defense in a state of confusion. 12-play, 80-yard drive capped off by Don Smith. 10-3 Buffalo in the second.
Here you see Gary Reasons in the middle of the field, number 55. He does a good job of filling the hole, and the fullback Mueller does a good job of taking him out.
Of filling Reasons. So Parcells very concerned. They're backed up near their own end zone. And Hostetler's going to pass. Watch what happens to the deep back. He collides with the feet of O.J. Anderson. Bruce Smith is there before he can escape. It's a safety. Last team to get a safety in the Super Bowl was the Giants against Denver. It's now 12-3 Buffalo.
And even if Hostetler had not stumbled, I think Bruce Smith was going to get this safety. He blows by Jumbo Elliott here and Otis Anderson. He made it look easy, Joe.
Yeah, but the thing you got to look at is watch what happens to Hostetler. He trips over O.J.'s foot. Notice, watch the left side of your screen. Bruce Smith grabs for the ball. Hostetler, using his presence of mind, keeps it in, doesn't fumble the ball.
So it's 12-3. The Bills couldn't move after that, had a chance to put the game away. And the Giants, with a few minutes to go in the half, get O.J. Anderson. Not going to go for 18 yards. Then, Haas, play action. Mark Ingram into Bills territory. Then, look at that little Meggett run in the misdirection. He goes for 15 yards. The Giants moving the ball when it looked like they were in deep trouble. 3rd and 7. Howard Cross, again, a big reception, dives for the first down. Bills defense can't stop the Giants. On 3rd and 10, Stephen Baker beats Nate Odoms, the same play that Haas made a couple weeks ago against the Bears. Touchdown, just 25 seconds to go, 12-10. The Giants trail by only a deuce.
You said it, Chris. We've seen it 3 weeks in a row. We also saw it against the 49ers. Corner pattern.
Take a look at those game films next year and figure that out. LT along with Thermal Thomas, wondering what would happen in the second half. 12-10 Buffalo. Otis Anderson on the sweep. 3rd and 1, you think he made it? Yeah, he got 24 yards. First down, impressively. 3rd and 13. You hearing this 3rd down number? To Mark Ingram, maybe the play of the game. Look at him. Hustle, bustle, rumble, stumble. First down for the Giants. Another 3rd down situation on 3rd and 4. Play fake. Haas to Cross. Howard Cross is killing the Bills. It's down to the 3. Then on 2nd and goal, Anderson, touchdown, standing up, 17-12 Giants. The longest scoring drive in the history of the Super Bowl, 9 minutes and 29 seconds. Bills haven't had the ball yet. Momentum going the Giants' way. On 3rd and 18, Kelly all day found his guys covered deep. Leonard Marshall with the sack. But the Giants aren't in the clear yet because the best all-purpose back in football, Thermal Thomas, looking to warm things up. Blow past Myron Guyton. And on the first play of the 4th quarter, it's a touchdown. The Bills lead 19-17. But the Giants refuse to fold. Haas to the regular tight end Bavaro. Gain of 13. 3rd and goal. Haas. Almost intercepted, batted down by Cornelius Bennett. From there, the 21-yard field goal, Matt Barr, 20-19, the Giants. Minute 42 to go in the game. Thurman Thomas off the left side. And he's down to the Bills' 40-yard line. The Bills cross midfield. Kelly doesn't really zip it. McKellar scoops it off the ground down to the 40 of the Giants. Then Thurman Thomas cuts down to the 30. It's going to be a long one, but Scott Norwood has made 47-yard field goals before. The snap, the ball is down, it's up, it's no good. No good. With seconds to go, Norwood and the Bills slide left. The Giants, the Bills are in shock. Pepper Johnson and Bill Parcells' hug says it all. Marv's frustration, LT's elation. Super Bowl 25. Was there ever a better one? We doubt it. The Giants 20, the Buffalo Bills 19. The MVP in the game, O.J. Anderson. Thurman Thomas had 135 yards for the Buffalo Bills, but O.J. Anderson was the MVP because of his churning up. Also a 100-yard game. O.J. Anderson had 102 yards rushing on 21 carries for the Giants. It was so exciting you could hear that my voice has gone south. Let's face it, Tommy, the Giants had a lot of goals tonight. I think they got every one.